Hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, here, I'll swap that around. Oh, and I see already someone is here. Someone's followed. Thank you so much, Darth Malice. Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, I'm so glad that you could make it to a stream. Yay. Well, welcome, welcome. And you are here for a really exciting stream today because I am starting something new. As you can see, I already drew up this wonderful plate of sushi and I'm gonna get started on the background and maybe even the first layer of a couple of these rolls. So yeah, it'll be fun. It's gonna be a good stream today. I'm really excited to start this one. Before I went live, I was kind of debating what colors I should use. So the plate in the reference photo is on a white table and the plate itself is white with some like blue details. So I'm kind of not liking the white table on the white plate. I'm afraid of it looking flat in a painting sense. So I'm gonna change the color of the table, but I do want to leave my background cold and leave the sushis warm, so the sushis kind of really stand out from the background. So I'm gonna do kind of like a cold brown. Yeah, that is my plan. And with that being said, I'm going to need some more burnt umber. Burnt umber, one of my favorites to use, one of my favorite browns, especially kind of a darker brown. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Ooh, yummy. What kind of cheesecake are you eating, Isaac? All right, so I'm gonna put this aside. Chocolate and strawberry. Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds very, very good. Man, Isaac, I'm a little jealous. I could go for some cheesecake right now. Some especially chocolate, strawberry. All right, so what I just did was that I added a little bit of the white and the burnt umber, and I'm mixing the two colors together. And I am going to add in a little bit of burnt sienna to it, not too much because like I said, I do want to leave my tabletop kind of on the colder side. Now I'm wondering if I added way too much burnt sienna, but maybe not. And you know me, always add at least 3 tones. 3 separate values, so a light, a medium, and a dark. Hey, it's Darth Malice. Hello, hello. I'm glad you made it to the stream too. And yes, of course I remember you. Oh, wait. Almost grabbed the wrong color again. Yeah, well, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Isaac? So what did you end up doing for your birthday? I mean, Isaac, it sounds like you had a really good birthday if you're all partied out. It's how it should be on your birthday. Fun. That's awesome. Went bowling. Hey, and good job on winning. That is awesome. Uh-oh. That is awesome. Well, today Isaac can just be a rest day. That's okay. You can just sit here and chill. All's good. Okay, so I made it pretty dark here, but I don't know if I'll actually like use that dark. Maybe I will, like in the corners or something. But I do want it to be a little bit lighter. I know I'm kind of also experimenting with this ever so slightly because I am going off the reference picture, but I do have a vision of what I want, of the feeling at least of what I'm going for. And then I'm gonna take some white here and I'm gonna add some turpentine to it. All right, now that I have my colors mixed, I'm gonna put that aside, put back the canvas. Yeah, Isaac, I see what you mean. It is kind of like a video game. That's so fun. Hi, Win. How you doing? Yes, I'm working on something new. So I'm gonna just flip this around here. All right, and now just starting on the background. I want to make sure that corner is visible. Dip my brush in a little bit of turpentine, kind of loosen it up. And I'm gonna go in with the brown I just made. And since I am kind of experimenting here, I might even change the background over time. We'll see once we get the little sushi rolls in, but you know what? Now that I see it on the canvas, I think I like this. I think I like this brown that I've came up with. And now I'm just like thinking of ideas too. It might actually be fun later to add some wood grain to this. Going completely off reference, but that's what's fun about art is you can kind of make it your own. It doesn't have to look exactly like the picture that your inspiration. Most of my pieces I'll make actually like almost entire mood boards for one piece. You know, where I go off of several reference pictures just for one painting. Like I like the background of one, I like the mood of another, I like the colors of another, like the silhouette of a different one. Good, I'm glad you're doing good, Win. Doing good, just happy to be here painting. Really happy. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Everyone can thank Nacho because he's actually the one who originally took the photo that I'm basing this sushi plate off of. He'd send me pictures of these delicious looking plates, and I'd be like, I want to paint that. So, thank you, Nacho, for today's inspiration. Oh, really, Isaac? Oh my gosh. Isaac, how much pizza did you have? Yes, thank you, Nacho. I would always request, I'm like, if there's really pretty plates of sushi, please send me pictures. One, I love to see, and two, inspiration. Oh my gosh. Isaac, you ate the whole pizza all by yourself? That is a lot of pizza. Oh my gosh. That is. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever eaten a full pizza before. Even the personal pans, I have not. I never eat a full thing. I'll only ever have like a slice or two, and then that's it. I'm done. I mean, pizza, I understand your weakness. Pizza's very good. Just food in general. I like food. I know, hence all the food paintings, but I'm a foodie. I like trying new things too. All right, so got a good background first layer. Um, I'm gonna come back in and blend in shadows. So the light is really hitting from here down. So that means I am going to, it looks like the plate right now is just sitting on a flat background. So to solve that problem, I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of shadow. And how I do that is I have my same color here, but a darker tone. And since I want it to be a light shadow, that's why I did everything solid, and then I'm doing the dark on top. I don't want it to be super intensive. I want it to be very soft and gentle. What I want to be intensive is the sushi itself. That's like where all the attention I want to go. And let me tell you, circles are hard. Circles are hard to keep perfect. You know me as a perfectionist, so I know I'm gonna go around this border a lot, refixing things. Sorry, I totally like got so zoned into my painting, I forgot to look up at messages again, so give me a sec. Oh my gosh, Isaac, a million pizzas. That would be a lot of pizza. That would be a real pizza party right there. It's a million pizzas. Oh, Isaac, you watched the K-pop Demon Hunters. I know, isn't that movie so good? It's like my new obsession right now. Oh my god, just everything about that movie. Highly recommend. Oh, Darth Malice, don't even worry about it. If you're all good. If you want to just have the stream on in the background while you create or do something, totally good. I do not mind at all. Totally up to you if you want to chat or not. Like, no worries. No need to be sorry at all. And that goes for everyone. Yeah, we're all chill here. And you'll see me. Sometimes I even myself stop talking because I get hyper focused on my pieces. So you're good. Yeah, even lurking's good. Whatever you want to do, it's all good. Oh my gosh, Isaac, I know what you mean. That Soda Pop song gets stuck in my head. It was stuck in my head last night, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's so catchy. I completely know what you mean. I agree with you, Nacho. I agree. Apparently, there's rumors that there might be a second movie. So hopefully there is. And apparently that the second movie's already been planned, like, so hopefully that is true, and hopefully a second movie comes out. Like, just, and I hope that it's not a knockoff of the first movie. I hope that it's like a continuation, like, of world building, because that would be awesome. Oh my god. Not sure you want to be Bobby? That would be hilarious. Oh my god. Dude, oh my gosh. The one character I would never expect you to cosplay. That would be so funny though. Oh my gosh. That'd be great. Cause I know already a couple of cosplay friends that want to cosplay a bunch of people. Yes. No, because I really want to cosplay Zoe really bad. Like, I think that would be so much fun. I think she would be such a fun cosplay to make and to wear. Like, yes. I don't know who I would expect you to cosplay. I have no idea. I didn't watch that movie and like picture who would cosplay who, but that would be hilarious. Please, not show. Yes. I'm all for it. I know it's so hard not to start a cosplay right now. Uh, cause I want to so badly, but I have so many projects and I have so many cosplays in the works right now, and including characters that I've been wanting to cosplay for a really long time. And I'll start, but then put on hold because of other projects. But the hype right now is so real that I want to be a part of it. It's hard. It's hard. want to be part of the hype. You know, I think one of my complaints about the movie is that it was straight to streaming, because I think seeing that movie on a big screen in a theater would be freaking cool. Like, oh my gosh, all the colors and everything. Like, I would love to see that movie on a huge screen. Um, but again, that's like nothing against the movie itself. It's just, I think, like, one of my favorite things about that movie, I know you're all gonna be like, wow, you're such an artist, is their use of color theory to tell the story. Oh my god, again, I was geeking out over the color theory. Ah, so cool. Like, so many pieces of, like, so many shows or um TV shows, like, they color things like how they would be, and not thinking, oh, color can actually be an element of storytelling. It really did. It really, I agree with you, Nacho. It did deserve a Dolby Cinema release. I would definitely see it in that, because it would be so good. Maybe hopefully one day. I don't even know if that's even possible for them to do that to movies that are straight to streaming, but that'd be cool. Hey, it's Hina Pilot. Hello, welcome. Starting something new today, which you probably see. Super excited. Painting sushi as we all geek out over K-pop Demon Hunters. That's the vibe of today. Nacho, I completely agree. Like, all the John Wick movies, even the new one, Ballerina, they also use color theory to tell the story, which, so cool. And again, Ballerina was absolutely amazing. That that movie was so good. If you're someone who loves the John Wick movies, I highly, highly recommend to go see Ballerina. So good. Different story, but I will say, and it is very world building onto the John Wick universe. And so it's super, super good. I hope they come out with more ballerinas. I think there was rumors that there was going to be, or maybe it's just fan base suspicion or wishes. I don't know, but I hope they do. And another one too that this one's going to be obvious, but also uses color theory to tell stories is Arcane. Arcane's really good at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean, Nacho. Yeah, just everything. You could just pick apart each scene from any of the John Wicks and like why they use the certain lighting and that kind of stuff in particular scenes. It's just so good. Yeah, exact. Ah, my gosh. I feel like right now, like some good movies have been coming out. Like I know for like a hot minute there was a it was kind of like things were not so good, but I feel like movies are there's some good stuff that's out right now or just came out right now. I'm like trying to wash this brush and it's like so embedded with oil paint. Here, I'll spin this around. Alrighty, Nacho. You good luck with errands. Thank you for stopping in, and I'll talk to you later. Alrighty, bye. Thank you, Nacho. Aw, bye. Alright, so next step. I am going to do some shadows. So I just laid down just the white, and now I'm going to mix in my shadow colors, but I want it to be super light. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of black to create that. And also too, since I never like to just do flat gray, I do like to add a little bit of color into it. I'm going to add in a teeny amount of blue. Not much though, not much blue, which I think I just added too much blue. Painting. And you can see what I'm mixing here. Accidentally mixed way too much blue. I know I'm grabbing gray from over here. Might as well. Actually, I think that's okay. All right. Now that I got my gray, you can see it's super light. I am going to go in. And I just noticed I noticed some parts I totally missed. There we go. See, that's how my brain works. I'm like, wait, I'm focusing, and then I see something else. All right, so I'm gonna take my gray, and I'm gonna go around the little sushis. And the shadow's coming from, so light here, shadow here. And I think even my shadow's a little too light. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of the darker gray, mix that in, get some more contrast. And there is a blue design to this plate, but I'm gonna do all my shadows first rather than painting around all the blue designs. I'm laying down my values first, and then I'll paint over in the second layer. the blue details. See, look, these shadows really make it like come to life. Whenever painting, always keep in mind there's never just one flat color. There's so many other colors going on. And yeah, this is an oil painting. Yep. Working with oils. I really wanted to get some good blending in here, so that's why I chose with oil. And then I'm gonna grab like a fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna blend all these shadows. Reshaping this, just grabbing some white and trying to reshape this shadow so it's not super dramatic. But I still want that contrast. Yeah, I'm really excited. These sushi rolls too are super colorful. Like there'll be lots of pinks and oranges. It'll be cool. I think it'll be a fun, playful piece for sure. All right, and then for the outer edge of the plate, it's kind of like this deep cobalt blue, which I need to mix more of. Do that. So I actually have to clean off a little section of my palette for a second. All right. I just peeled off some old paint from some dried up paint from my palette so that I could have room for the nice cobalt blue. I'm gonna grab French ultramarine right here, add this to my palette, and also I ran out of white on my palette as well. And right here, titanium white, my favorite kind. And it is pretty dark of a blue, so we're going to add also a little bit of black, which I already have here, thankfully. This is really cool about oils is that whatever you put on your palette, it's still good for a while. So even if, like yesterday I was painting, I didn't use all the black. Well, it's okay, it's still good. It's not like acrylics that you have to use everything on your palette, otherwise it's no longer good anymore. All right. So right here, I am mixing the French ultramarine, which will be my deep blue color. And there is some darker shadows of that, so that's when I'm going to mix more of this color here. Just a tiny bit of white and blue and black. My favorite kind of color black to work with is ivory black. I like ivory black, Mars black, and lamp black. Those are my three favorites to use. I know it's like, wait, there's that many different kinds. It's like, yep, in the painting world, though, yep. And it's funny because actually they all like make a difference. Oddly enough, you wouldn't think so, but they do. All right, now that I have those mixed, I'm gonna put this aside. Grab my painting again. I think you win. Yeah, I think French ultramarine is a really pretty blue. And I have my brush, something thin. And I'm gonna go in, add a little bit of turpentine to this, loosen it up a bit. I'm gonna go in and do the rim. And for the details in the plate, it's gonna be the same blue that I'm using here. I'm just gonna do it as a second layer when this plate dries. And I am blending my edges as I do this, trying to keep it soft. Painting book covers, like the illustration of a cover book. I mean, I totally would if someone commissioned me, like if an author wanted me to design the cover of their book, I would definitely do that. I think that would be really cool. I notice in my drawing how this line gets thicker and thinner in places, and I never caught that, and now I'm just catching it. And I'm like, oops. I may have to go back in with white and like rebalance everything. So maybe even the third layer is gonna have the blue outline, so it might wait until the second layer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of like remapping of what the steps might be. Because I kind of like, I'm looking at this and I don't really like how thick this line is. I think it's very heavy and clunky. I would like the line to be a bit thinner. But that's what's cool about painting is that I can just paint over it. Yeah, I kind of knew like with this circle that it's gonna take some uh practice and some adjustments of to get this actually like a perfect circle. I know it won't be perfect, it never will be, but perfect-ish. I'll settle for perfect-ish. Oh my gosh. I know circles are hard. Circles are hard to keep perfect. There we go. I kind of want to go in with like a flat brush now and soften the edges. The flat brush I have here is a little stiff, so I think what I'm gonna do is look for a softer one, which I do have. Just have to find it. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I don't remember that SpongeBob reference. That one went a little over my head. I'm sorry. Yeah, doing a book cover would be really cool. I mean, I did a book cover for myself when I was a teenager and I wrote my own books. Um, a couple of them got bound, some of them just stayed as sketches and as journal entries, but um, yeah, but I've never actually like officially done a book cover before. Hey, Win, if you know anyone who needs an illustrator, I'll illustrate. I have illustrated though once. It was for a family friend. He wanted to write a children's book about a little sea monster. And I did over like 40 something drawings. Oh my gosh, it was a lot of work, but I was really happy to do it for him. But nothing ever came of the book. The book does not exist. I think he still has the drawings and they're just sitting in a binder somewhere, lost forever. Yeah, I mean, there is still part of me that would want to write my stories again because, I mean, I do like the stories I once created. But I think my passions and my art has taken me elsewhere. But one day I do want to bring back like a lot of my OCs, but through my paintings instead. I think that would be really cool if they live their lives that way. Um, yeah, the stories will probably never be made, but maybe they can be made into paintings. And a few OCs have slipped into my paintings. Some of them are main projects, some of them are kind of like more in the background. It's a mix. A while ago, I found an old journal where I wrote all my characters and the different books they were in, and I wanted to create a new kind of reading experience. I had this vision of, I called it a web series. Well, web series. I called it like a spider web effect or spider web series or something like that. I know web series just sounds like online, but I think I called it spider web series. And basically, what it is you could pick up any book in the series and start from there. But the second book, there might not be a second correlating book. Instead, it's the book splits off into three different ways, three different characters' perspectives. So, like, what it say? You have a group of heroes, and that's like the first book you pick up, and the heroes split off, and each hero has their own separate story now. And maybe one hero has a best friend, and then that's a different book. But see, all of a sudden, you could pick up like the best friend's book, and then you could be like, oh, the best friend has a friend who's a hero. Oh, now I'm gonna go back into the prequel. So see, it doesn't really matter which one you pick up first. But they all like correlate with each other. They all intertwine with each other, and I wanted to create that, but I don't know. Life has taken me in other directions, which I'm happy and excited for. But maybe one day I'll create the characters all into paintings and their stories can live on that way. Yeah, I think it's a cool concept. I still do. I think it would be a really interesting reading experience. Gosh, I used to have so many ideas, so many stories I wanted to write, so many characters too. I have like 3 journals full of characters, just the characters, their backstories, what books they're in, and what they look like, and all the little details about them. And sometimes I would, like, some characters were so complicated I actually ran out of space on the page to write about them, so I started filling out sticky notes and writing little thoughts on the sticky notes and sticking it in their page, kind of like a file. Yep, and I'm just, so what I'm doing now to make sure it doesn't get muddy and dirty is I have to be super super careful because white is, it's kind of like yellow. It'll just take on whatever color it's next to or it gets mixed with. So getting that pure clean white and keeping it that way is tricky. But it seems to be doing okay and working okay. But I have to constantly wipe my brush because I don't want to get any streaks of blue. Yeah, so what's really awesome is, so in oil painting, all colors, all paints are transparent except for white. So that's why you want to add in a little bit of white with all of your colors. I even do it for acrylic painting. Now, some acrylic paints, depending on the pigment, it's not transparent, but I do it just because I like working with rich colors and I don't want to have to necessarily do 3 layers just to get a solid punch of a color. I know that's super exciting. I know, I'm really excited. I can't believe I'm like, the little account, it's growing. My little stream is growing. Yay. Yep, yep. Exactly. It's funny. It's like there's so many different techniques. That's why I tell people too who want to get into oil painting. It's like, depending on how much you do, really depends on if you should invest in the small tubes or the big tubes. But I will say, no matter what, always get a big tube of white. because you'll mix it into every single color you use. Even if you're like, well, I'm not gonna paint that much, it's like, just get the giant white tube, because you will run out of that tiny tube of white paint in your first painting. So it's like, just get the white tube of paint. Yeah, so as I'm going along this edge, I'm kind of like smoothing it out and shaping it, and it is going good, going good. There we go. The one thing I am nervous about this painting is the shredded radish in the middle. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna paint that or what techniques I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, see what I can do. Because I will sit there and paint every little shadow, but I kind of don't want to really do that. I think that's going to be a lot of time for itty bitty radish. But we'll see. We'll see what I come up with and what ends up working, what ends up not working. Because also, too, the radish is just white. So it's white and gray, and I don't want it to look too gray. I don't want it to look dull. We'll see. Yep, you're true. Very true, and yeah, just work at one piece at a time, which I do. And it's not it's not like overwhelming or anything. This is a fairly small canvas, so it'll be all good. It's just a little 8x10. So nothing too insane. Nothing crazy. I will say though, on this one, I'm very excited to paint the little shrimp. It's gonna be so cute. There's so many cool colors in it, like so many cool oranges and pinks. Yeah, and I really like how this plate is turning out blended, because I want it to kind of be a little fuzzy, except for the sushi, which is like really crisp. Yeah. I know, it looks like I keep doing the same line over and over again, but you know me, I'll keep painting the same line until it's right. I want it to be right. I want it to be clean and good. I know I picked a challenging one. See, it's always the simple ones that look so easy. Like, oh, it's just a circle plate. It's like, ah, just a circle plate. Yeah. Just a circle plate. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Yeah, anyone who hasn't joined the Discord, feel free to join. There we go. So almost done. Almost done around this plate. Moving everything out. I know this is like the background. It's like the boring part. Boring part of the painting, but I swear the most interesting parts will be soon. Yeah, I'd be very happy if today I got done with the plate in the background. That was my goal. We'll see. I might start on some of the first layers of the sushis too. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I think that this one's gonna be really cool in the end. And I was thinking, oh, you know, it'd be really cute is to make some little sushi stickers and sushi uh posters. But I think this little plate as a sticker would be really cute. Thank you, Win. All right, I got one person interested. Who else is? Yes, Miss Clove, which hasn't been taken a picture of yet. We should soon because I have a couple of other. I just finished that drink painting and I have other projects that are finished. So, what my brother and I like to do is to where I have several paintings all done, and then he takes pictures of all of them and kind of edits all of them at once and then uploads them so for me to make into stickers and pins and all the good stuff. um it makes it definitely makes it easier, uh or he finds it easier if he has a whole group of photos to edit rather than just one at a time. Yeah, so Miss Clove, hopefully soon. I'm hoping at least for my next show I can have Miss Clove. I'm still trying to get into a couple of shows, but my next confirmed one is in October, UwuCon. But hopefully I have a couple more shows before then, that would be nice. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that also reminds me when you got your Instagram back, which is awesome. Yay! See, I told you, I knew that you were gonna get your account back. Especially that so many people were affected. Like, I'm glad that you got it back. That's awesome. Well, at least you got it back, and at least all your info on there is back too. Um, that would really suck if all of a sudden all your photos were gone or something like that. So at least the account came back to you in a whole. I know, it's again, I'm spending way too much time on this one part of the plate. But I almost got it. I got it. So close. Really? You got a notification? What's so funny about the notification that you got? Curious. That's about my back. Really? That's exactly what they said? Oh, that's too funny. Well, you're back now. All's good. We fixed it. Please don't be mad at us. Keep using our platform, please. Thank you. Hey, it's Monaco Arts. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you came in a good time. Making some sushi plates. I thought this would be a fun, bright, happy one to work on for the stream. But how you doing? What's up? Oh, really? Oh, that is so weird, Win. That's so weird. Well, I'm glad you got your stuff back. Yeah. See, I swear, I think the con world is like we're big but small. Like there's a lot of people, but everyone knows everyone. Yeah, Monaco Arts. We met that Game on Expo. What was that? Was it Game on Expo 23? Yeah, cuz I was boothing at 24. So, yeah. That's too funny. When were you there at that Game on Expo? Cuz I don't remember seeing you, but I only went. Oh, you were at a Game on Expo 23? Oh my gosh, and I didn't even know that. But to be fair, I went only one day and it was very last minute. uh I remember people talking about it years before and I always like missed it. And then I saw a lot of people posting about it and I was like having a conversation with parents and I was like, there's a con this weekend and I wish I could go. And they're like, do you want to? You're not doing anything tomorrow, which was Sunday. And I was like, I want to go. That's it. I have my Jinx cosplay and I'm gonna go. Did I? Did we stop and talk? Why don't I remember? When? I feel awful. When were you cosplaying? Were you cosplaying Steve from Minecraft? Because I don't remember. You were okay. Maybe I do remember. Because you were Steve from Minecraft. I feel like I'm having a very ding dongy moment right now. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Ha! That's so funny. Yeah, that con like went in a blur because I was only there for one day. And I was trying to talk to as many people as possible because I was also trying to like connect with people to I had only boothed one time and it was earlier that year at Fan Fusion. And so I was still new. So I was still trying to ask for like advice and going around to artists like, what's good cons? Is this a good one? And like I need advice, help me. Yeah, and shout out to Monaco Arts. You really helped me with a lot of advice. Like you truly have everything from booth setup to talking to people. So thank you. I know I think I've told you before, but just in case I haven't. No, it's whirlwind. Gosh, you know what was a whirlwind was this year at Game On. Oh my gosh. Like the busiest I've ever seen a Game On Expo to be. Still not comparable to how busy this year Fan Fusion was, but oh my gosh. Um, but I remember Friday of Game On Expo this year was it just went by in a blink that Friday. I remember getting there and talking to a couple people, and before I know it, it's like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, what? I just got here. How did the time fly so fast? It's just nonstop. Go, go, go. Ah. Thank you, Monaco Arts. Thank you. Aw. Aw, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, come and join the server. Feel free. It's really chill. It's good, it's good. Alright. What shall I work on next? You know what? Since I have all the gray, I have a little bit of time. What will be entertaining? I think getting started on some of the sushi rather than playing with more grays for the radish. I want to work on the sushi, so let's do that. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Send the however whichever way we're whatever way works best for you. You're good. Suddenly talking is hard. All right, so on my palette, I do have some orange still alive, kind of. Might have to mix up some more. Yeah, that's like, eh. I'll get some orange, and the orange always turns weird when you mix it with white, so I always add some yellow into it to kind of help it out. And add in some white. Hey, thank you for joining the server. Just got that notification right here. Yay! All right, so now that I have my oranges mixed, I'm gonna start on this little shrimp here because, like I said, I was really excited to work on the little shrimp. I like painting food. It's fun, and I find it makes people happy to see it. Like, it just naturally brings joys, like bring joys. It brings a joy to others. And it makes me happy to paint. And I'm just doing the first layer here, so it's pretty thin. It's pretty just flat, just one color. Because I will go back in and add in more colors and more values later. Yeah, especially with this graphite, the pencil bleeding onto the bright colors. For sure need it. Because I don't want a dirty looking shrimp. That is for sure. No worries, no worries. I was like, what? Amanda? I'm in. Like, who's Amanda? No worries. And I'm in. Oh, you're good. Yeah, you're good, Darth Malice. Don't worry. I'm happy that you joined too. I know you said you wanted to catch me at Fan Fusion, and it was just too crazy busy, which no worries, I completely understand. There was even some of my other friends that I never got to say hi to that weekend just because it was so crazy busy. One, they were busy doing their own things, cosplay meetups, running their own booth, doing stuff, and I was running my booth, so no worries. That was Fan Fusion was something else this year. Will a bottle win? Will the shrimp fry rice though? So this little shrimp is just sitting on a top of piece of rice. It's kind of like a little like roll of rice and what looks like crab and seaweed. And then the little shrimpy is sitting on top. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why this little shrimp just stood out to me so much. I'm excited to paint this one. Look at its little tail. Oh, speaking of tails, I have tail updates from what I'm making. So go along with my ears. A lot of people asking for tails, and so I am fulfilling that request. It's going good. I'm still in the prototype phase. I figured out what my small tails will look like. I will have 3 sizes. I figured out the small tails. Those are good to go. And I am working on the medium prototypes and the large prototypes. I'm pretty confident where the large prototypes are going. The medium prototypes still need a little work. But overall, going pretty good in the cosplay world. Making some new ears too. Trying to come up with new ideas. Yeah, Monaco art. Bring out your work and work on some get bring out a drawing and start working. Absolutely, come create with me. That's like the big thing why I wanted to do with these streams is to just everyone start creating together if you wish to. Yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. No, he lost. Aw, that's so sad. Yeah, tell him tails are coming soon, so if he's thinking about getting a new tail, I'll definitely make him a custom one if he wants. Okay. All right, Darth Malice. Yeah, I will check my messages after the stream for sure. sometimes I will admit I do warn you I'm a little slow because right after I get off the stream, I am busy doing other things, but I will look at my messages later today. Absolutely. And I know this part of the shrimp looks a little gray yellow, but it's the white mixing with the orange mixing with the graphite gray. So that's why I'm doing the first layer. Kind of just like, it's like a map of all my colors that I'm gonna use. You know, kind of, I almost think of it kind of like the sketch process of the colors. Oh yeah, kind of indirectly. That's true because you cosplayed his little avatar. So or the what you call it? The VTuber. You are right. I know, the whole rabbit hole of ears. So funny. There we go. Yeah. And you know what? I would say that I'm actually moving along pretty good on this one. I just looked over for a time check and I was like, all right, doing good on time. Yeah, I was so torn. Even by this morning, I was like, which one should I do? Should I do this sushi plate or should I do... I have a sketch of dumplings on a canvas right now. And so I'm like, sushi or dumplings? And I didn't decide until I was setting up where I was like, you know what? I think everyone liked to see some sushi done. And also I feel like playing with fun colors. So, and there's a lot of colors in this. It'll be fun. I don't know if this is too intense of orange. Yeah, I think it is a little too intense. I was kind of like, well, I kind of want to add in a little bit of a darker orange. Let's see what happens if I add this in here. And I'm like, I think I need to mix a new color entirely. Just experimenting. All right, now for the little sushi rolls. They are, you know what I want to actually do? I want to skip over the sushi rolls for now, because what I'll do is I'll draw on the blue design on the plate first, and then go back in and draw, because the sushi, like the rice, is white. So it's going to look a lot like the plate that I have here, but I can see what I'm doing in contrast. You can also see what I'm doing better if I put that on hold. So you know what? Since I have orange mixed, I'm going to continue with my orange colors. There's a couple of little rolls that are like here, and this one. This one's pink. This one looks like a rose. It's kind of cool. This one too is orange. So I'm just going to continue with my orange theme that I'm going right now. And that is what I will continue to work on. And I'll put the rice part of the sushis on hold right now, because I'm actually afraid if I go in with the first layer, the rice is going to blend into the plate, and then I'm going to be like, wait, which was which? I don't remember. Yeah, and I really want to make these look like they're glistening and glowing. There's almost like yellow in this one too that I'm completely skipping out on. Not on purpose, but I just realized, and I'm like, hold on. I need to add yellow to this. I think it'll really... I know it's still only the base color, but... Nope. And there's like green mixed in with my yellow from yesterday, when I was doing the leaves of the drink, which I'm super, super excited that that one's done. That'll be made into cute stickers too. Yeah. All right. Now I got some yellow. It'll also really help me, give me guidelines too, to where to put highlights and where to put shadows. Shallows. Where to put shallows. Could take that either way. You could take that as the fish is being shallow, or the fish lives in shallow water. And then that's how he got caught, to made into sushi. What pencils do I use? I just use normal, mechanical pencils. The lead type is like, I don't know, what's like the typical, like, normal for writing lead type? I think it's like 2B or something like that. It's just, I think it's called, I think number 2. I think number 2 is like the grade of lead or graphite that's in like typical like pencils. And that's what I use for all my sketching and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I don't go very fancy. I'm like, oh, I have a mechanical pencil. I like the mechanical pencils though, because it's like their fine point stays forever that way. It's not like a typical, it's like the wood pencils where you have to constantly sharpen them. And then sometimes I'll go move on to fine details and my lead has to be sharpened again. And I don't like that. Also, I was going through so many wood pencils doing that. It was just better to have mechanical. Yeah, I think the number 2, I think that's I can check after the stream and look at what or just kidding. I actually have I think I have what lead type it is, but I think that's just like the generic simple, nothing fancy. Oh, it's 2B. This is like what I use. So just 2B. Normal lead. It's like your standard. Yeah, I haven't done any like colored pencil. I mean, not colored pencil, sorry. I haven't done any like just like pencil drawings since high school. Like sketches, yes, but actually like complete pieces with all the values and the different grades of graphite. I have not done that in a long, long time. I know they look like just like little orange blobs right now, but trust me, when they're done, they'll be shining and glistening and super pretty. Thank you, Win. Thank you. So this one. Yeah, these pieces that I'm painting right here, they're kind of like some kind of like chunks of fish that's like in a like orange sauce kind of thing. Not really sure what kind of fish it is, but it looks really good. Looks like something I would definitely have for lunch. And even though it looks like a lot of orange right now, there's like also green scallions like on top of these rolls, so I'm gonna be adding that in later. And like I said, this one's pink and this one is not pink. That one is pink. This one's like a red. I love all these like super bright colors. Especially if I'm keeping the background cold and they're really gonna look nice and bright, vibrant. Now I'm gonna just blend out these highlights, add in some light shadows. I know that sounds like something that shouldn't exist, light shadows. Like, how can shadows be light? I know, funny joke. Ha ha ha. There we go. See? And I'm using my other monitor over on next to me to constantly look at what it looks like from afar. And yeah, I like where it's going. Hmm. And this darker red. There we go. And this darker orange that I'm using here is like a mixture of orange, yellow, and burnt sienna. And the forms are getting there on this one. Not perfect to what I would like, but it's getting there. I think it's kind of hard because it's all like just like a little cluster. It's not like an exact shape or form. I'm turning it right side to me to figure out what's going on exactly. And I realized I think I got my shadows wrong. Doing it upside down, I completely reversed where the shadows are to be. That's why I was looking wrong. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. Here I was like, oh, I can paint upside down. It's totally good. And I'm like, oh, would you look at that? I messed up. Are you still? Okay, good. I'm not out of frame. What stream was it when I was constantly getting out of frame? It was funny, but not funny. I know, right? Hashtag artist problems. Yep, when true artist life. Well, it's more like artist who's streaming problems. Like, don't forget, there's a camera. I think I'm gonna go in with a different kind of technique for this one. I think I'm gonna go in with stippling and see if I get the textures that I want. And if it's more like what I want to portray. Kind of. It looks more like a bush right now with this stippling. Yeah, no, this isn't working. This is not what I wanted it to look like. Nope. Not working. It's not what I thought would work. It's not working. There we go. Maybe the accelerator's painting. Maybe when I was painting Scirocco, it could have been. Because I was actually moving around that one a lot. Which that one's not done yet. I'm still a work in progress. But I think I just, for that one, what's left, I think I need to hyper focus on it. So, unless if you want a no speaky stream, but that's no fun. Because I like talking with everyone, I like hanging out. Anyway, don't worry, I'll be sharing and posting the final product anyway. No speaky? Nah, that's not fun. I won't do that. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look like much of anything now, but I promise you in the second layer, and probably I'll even add in a third layer, it will look like something. It kind of all muddled together on accident. Oops, but it'll be okay. Ah, oh my gosh, and already it's time, only 5 minutes left. I think for the 5 minutes left, I think I will, which one? I think what I'll do is I'll paint this one here. This one I think will go fairly quickly. So I'll paint the top part of this sushi roll, and then I'll call it a stream. I feel like this stream went by so fast. See, this is what happens when you're having fun. Aw, thank you, Win. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed seeing the progress of a brand new painting. No, and then, so as for Friday's stream, we'll see what I work on then. Probably this painting. That's probably what it's gonna be, but I'm kind of leaving it open for suggestions too, if anyone wants to see some cosplay work, like working on the animal ears. Or anything. I also still have to finish Jinx's shark hoodie. That's something too. But yeah. So I could switch it up on Friday. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really excited about this piece. I might just continue working on it. Off stream, probably not, because I've been really focusing a lot on the tails, the cosplay tails, and then I have other like characters, like full cosplays that I want to make and work on as well. So yeah, so I'll leave maybe Friday as another surprise. Alright, and then I have a small fluffy brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just stipple it in, blend that in. Kind of looks like pumpkin. It's a pumpkin roll. We're in the middle of summer, and I'm talking about fall already. I know when I'm agree with you. I don't like the desert heat summer either. It is went outside this morning and it was already like a hot hair blow dryer. Not fun. But yeah, you're right. So it'll be a 4th of July stream. I don't know, maybe I should make it a theme or something. Maybe I should do, I don't know. I didn't think of that, of doing like a special 4th of July, but uh maybe I'll come up with something. That might be fun. Alrighty, there we are. There we go. Ah! So I think made pretty good progress today. I am really excited with how this one is turning out. Thank you everyone for joining today's stream. I will be back on Friday, same time. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you so much. You too. I hope you have a beautiful day as well. And to everyone who's here, I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. Happy creating, and I'll see you next week. Or no, not next week. I'll see you later this week. Jeez. Alrighty. Bye.